for those who have a dream.
With over 300 amateur fights, he's not here to box rounds. He's here to end careers, violently, efficiently, and with a smile on his face.
Nice. Oh, that dropped him! That dropped the former champ!
I am the future of boxing, and I'm here to take over.
The 140 division has a problem.
I am Tito Mercado.
From the age of 4, Ernesto Tito Mercado knew exactly who he wanted to be. Boxing wasn't just in his blood, it was his heartbeat. His father, a former fighter turned trainer, didn't have to push him. Tito was the one dragging him out of bed at 5 a.m., gloves in hand, ready to work. And that obsession paid off. A staggering 278 wins to 11 losses on his amateur record, a 22-time national champion, and he was meant for the Olympics in Tokyo. But COVID shut the door. He even considered switching flags to represent Nicaragua at the Olympics, his family's homeland. But when that path hit a wall, Tito made a decision. Skip the politics, skip the waiting, and turn pro. On July 31st, 2021, he did just that, and his fists did all the talking. In just his second showing, he slammed the door shut with a left hook, opening the floodgates to a string of first-round knockouts. By his 10th fight, he was 10 for 10, 10 wins, 10 knockouts. No judges needed. His 11th opponent was no pushover. Zolisani Ndongeni took him the distance, but where Tito was usually blunt force. This time, he was razor sharp.
Yo sí veo que ya hay cansancio en el pirolero. Conecta bien, sí. Ahora el Tito Mercado, esa mano derecha. Peligroso. Al entonarse el boxeador Tito Mercado.
A mature, composed display from a 10-0 prospect. The kind of polish you only get from a deep amateur pedigree.
Asalto número 9 de la batalla entre Tito Mercado y él. Ahora ya va como al choque. Ahí están las ofensivas también de Mercado, ya soltando su Ndongeni se ve ya bastante lastimado. Sí, ahí lo ataca.
Lead hand, backhand, upstairs, downstairs. Tito wasn't just throwing, he was operating. Ndongeni expected power, but got precision. This wasn't a street fight. It was a controlled dissection, a glimpse of a fighter evolving in real time.
I have a long amateur pedigree, since fighting, since as soon as I turned 8 years old to now. It's been a great journey so far, and to be able to be making the impact I'm making right now in the pros as a prospect, to be fighting guys that I'm fighting, and to be making a lot of noise right now, it's been great.
Then it was back to business. Round 1.
Fighting out of Pomona, California.
On the move, Tito slipped, pivoted, and uncorked a left hook.
He's been fighting for half his life. 50. Oh, big shot from
Portillo didn't see it, but he felt it.
He indicates to referee Thomas Taylor that he can continue.
He set the trap with a sharp jab, then dropped the curtain with a right hand over the top. The ref didn't count. He called it. The knockout train wasn't stopping for anyone. Tito was back and rolling full steam ahead.
I see a lot of rumors saying, third round knockout, fourth round, but I think I get it done in 2.
He said round 2 and meant it. And from the opening bell, he stalked like a predator in tall grass. Measured, calm, closing the distance. Then round 2 came, and he pounced. Forced the pressure, cut off the exits, and finished what he said he would. Christian Bielma came in upright and left folded. All it took was one clean shot to the body, and Tito signed the check. Tito was on a roll, 15 fights, 14 knockouts. 6 of them didn't even make it past round 1. He needed rounds. So Matchroom Boxing signed him a contract and gave him Hector Sarmiento. And Tito obliged. He stretched it all the way to round 3. Progress, right?
You mentioned very lands a beautiful left hook there a moment ago. Is Zolisani?
But in all fairness, he did it differently. He dug for his soul and tore the body up.
Is all it's taken for Tito Mercado to do that kind of damage as he goes
focused. Of course, he's fighting a guy that, he's doing whatever he wants. It's a matter of time. I mean, how much longer is Sarmiento's corner going to let him take
pressure was too much, too calculated.
In action on our main broadcast, you see the footwork of Mercado. Raul, he can be
Finding the right distance. He's landing Sarmiento still landing some shots.
This has been a pattern throughout Mercado's career.
He didn't spark him out. He beat him to a stool and made him quit there instead.
Wicked body shot there from Mercado. You could hear that one from referee Ansel Stewart. I believe this one will be over.
Tito was becoming too good for the level he was at. So, with Matchroom now behind him, it was time for bigger names and bigger tests. Enter Jose Pedraza, a former two-division world champion, a veteran who'd gone rounds with killers like Arnold Barboza, Tank Davis, even Lomachenko. And now, Tito had a chance to prove he belongs with the elite. Not just a knockout artist, but a real threat at the top. But still, a knockout artist. A very composed one. He looked more comfortable than the veteran across from him. He controlled the range, worked behind the jab. Nothing flashy, just the basics done brilliantly. Then, by round 4, he made the read, adjusted, closed the gap, and launched a clean 1-2 right over the top.
Manipulating shots right on the temple. It is really tough to recover from that.
It's over. Ernesto Tito Mercado.
He was born with power. But what makes Tito different is what he's building around it. The patience, the poise, the pressure. From dragging himself out of bed at 5 a.m. to dragging veterans into deep water, he's not just chasing knockouts anymore. He's chasing greatness. And with every fight, every round, every name added to the list, he isn't just coming up the ranks. He's running through them.
For half his life, 50. Oh, big shot.
Now, in one of boxing's most stacked divisions, it's time he gets the names to match the danger. Let us know in the comments who you think will be the perfect fight for him next.